Hello, I'm Amara Rasgus, the editor of Consulting Specifying Engineer. I'm in Orlando at the NFPA Conference and Expo, and I had the chance to catch up with a couple of experts to learn new technologies and ideas at this show. Today, I'm meeting with Antonio Di Viera with Schneider Electric. How are you, Antonio?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for stopping at our booth.
Yeah, thank you. And I do have a couple of questions for you. But before we get started, let me give our audience a bit of background about you. Antonio Di Vera is Senior Vice President, Power Products and Systems North America with Schneider Electric. In this role, he has responsibility for all aspects of Schneider Electric's offer and solution development, including strategy, R&D, market development, and go-to-market for the entire ANSI, NEMA, low voltage, and medium voltage portfolio. All right, so today, Antonio, we're talking about arc flash safety and what electrical engineers and fire protection engineers want to know about this topic. So, with occupational safety being a significant concern, how does Schneider Electric reduce hazards in the workplace environment?
So I would start with saying that in Schneider Electric we prioritize safety as much as we do innovation. I would say that safety and innovation are part of the DNA of the company. So we are aware of the electrical hazard that can impact the workplace, for instance, like arc flash. And with this awareness, we basically influence our choices when we design new products. And the main key for us is to reduce the occurrence and mitigate the impacts of these events by applying prevention technologies. I would also say that in Schneider Electric we really embrace, I would say, the revolution of data, digitization and digitalization technology. We think that these advanced technologies, they really help streamlining the maintenance process. Things, for instance, adding real-time monitoring of systems, adding sensor to equipment for doing condition-based monitoring, or using data for doing preventive maintenance. And I would also say that all this is in compliance with the regulation of NFPA 70B, the standard for the maintenance of electrical systems. And the key is really to use data and technology for forecasting issues before they are happening. And the last comment is that we are in June, so it's National Safety Month.
Right.
We took the chance for making a collaboration with in a research study with Johns Hopkins University. They did a very interesting research on arc flash, why they occur, what is the frequency, what is the root cause, etc., etc. I think that their findings are very telling, and they are, let's say, helping our industry to do better. We are using this information for making better products that take into consideration risk like arc flash in the technology that we are developing.
Okay. So, how does the adoption of electrical safety codes and standards and consistent maintenance practices help in increasing the resilience of electrical infrastructure or systems? How does that work?
So we are an NFPA, so code standard is definitely an important point. The trio of standard around the safety, NFPA 70E, the standard for safety of electrical equipment, NFPA 70B, the standard for maintenance of electrical equipment, and NAC, the National Electrical Code. They are, I believe, fundamental for having best practices when we are designing systems. And all is about taking into consideration the whole ecosystems. So the installation, the operation, and the maintenance of the electrical systems. So code and standard are fundamental also for giving guidelines on what installator need to do. We did recently a survey on our internal survey by using, we were doing a code standard webcasting in the commercial and industrial industry. And we wanted to ask the people that were participating, the showing internet in coding standard, what was their takeaway on the adoption of 70B. So the standard isn't changed, it's now a standard. So many of the guidelines, they are no longer guidelines, but they are like standards, they are like a directive. So the results were very telling. So 84% of the respondents say that they didn't have operations that they were ready for applying NFPA 70B.
Wow.
And 70% they didn't do it because of time, because of resources, because of money. So there is definitely a gap that everyone in the industry, I feel, need to fill.
It's a big number. That's a very big number. Yeah, yeah. So engineers are tasked with competing demands for more resilient or more cost-effective and sustainable power solutions. And we've talked about that a little bit here. They have to comply with codes this whole time. So what should engineers understand to provide these successful designs?
Yeah. So here maybe I can share some of the trends that we see for cost efficiency, for resiliency, and for sustainability. One of them is definitely management of multi-source, multi-power source. So nowadays, the technology that we have make it really easy to integrate utilities, to integrate a generator, to integrate a battery, to integrate solar power systems. And there are hardware and software technology that allows to coordinate all of them and enable the engineers to make the right choice. Basically to give more stress to the source that is more advantageous to use in a specific moment in time during the operation of the equipment. And still talking about multi-source, it is possible now to use inverter-based source to control critical loads. And this is, again, is a result that can be driven by the fact that we have hardware and software technology that allows to increase the type of source that we can be using in installation systems. And again, this is a tool set that we can give our engineers for making them designing more sustainable, more resilient, and also more cost-effective systems.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you. That was a great overview. I appreciate your time today, Antonio.
Thanks to you for the opportunity of talking about this. I appreciate it.
Excellent. Well, that was Antonio with Schneider Electric's North American division. If you would like to learn more about electrical safety, NFPA 70, or other codes and standards topics, please visit Consulting Specifying Engineer at www.cscmag.com. At the top right, you can click on subscribe, where you can select specific newsletters that do focus on these subjects. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you next time.